Hello, I'm Raph. I'm playing a Warforged Gloomforged named Styx. He is a Paladin and has been recently reawakened and is learning about the world around him with some new friends that he's just met.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared. I'm playing the character of Luther. He's a Dhampir. He is a fighter that specializes in firearms, a bit of an investigator, and I am the great uncle of Grinner.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm playing Tithla, the Goblin Ranger. She is a wonderful hunter and medical genius.
Hi, I'm Haz. I'm playing Theodore, the Satyr Druid, who's a kind of a charismatic Druid who's unwillingly taken Tithla under his wing as she's followed him through the forest for the past few months.
Hi, my name is Josh. I am from the Roll Together RPG stream, and I will be playing Killian Maxwell, a half-elf warlock who has come to Barovia. He was with the party previously but has lost them and has joined up with the Tempest Guild on their adventures.
G'day, I'm Tom. I'm playing Jonor, the Aasimar wizard. He is on the pursuit of good and evil, finding out the best and worst in this world, and he's doing that with a little bit of naivety and optimism.
And I'm Owen, the Dungeon Master of our Curse of Strahd campaign. A warning, gentle viewer. Curse of Strahd is a horror-themed Dungeons & Dragons campaign, which means you may hear adult language or adult themes throughout this episode. Hello! Welcome, everybody. It is wonderful to be back doing Curse of Strahd, and for those of you listening to the podcast or listening and watching, you will have heard a very familiar and very missed voice rejoining us. That is right. The man, the myth, the legend, Jared has returned. No camera tonight, but we do get to enjoy his dulcet tones direct from his mouth through the cables to Jared's incredible character, Luther. I am very, very happy to be handing back control of Luther to you. It has been fun. I love the character of Luther, but I always prefer when players play their characters. So I'm very happy to hand control back of your character to you.
I'm happy to be back. So I'm looking forward to being a bit rough, been through a bit of shit, but that's all good. I'm back, so I'm looking forward to playing again and seeing what you guys have gotten up to.
No, we are super excited to have you back. I've got a pretty thorough recap to get us all back into the
and did you
things.
bring that new character sheet that we told you about, that updated because Luther died? Oh, was that? Did that? Ooh.
I got told that
classic Ags
apparently got swallowed by like a black hole or something, and then just gone from existence. That's what I heard.
Oh no, we're starting with that. We're starting with
that.
That's how we're starting. Unfortunately, I get to hand one character back to control of the player, but I have to take control of another character. Raph is unable to join us tonight. It is school holidays, and he has been away with his daughter, so he's unable to join us for tonight's session. I am torn between giving him lots of good dad points and lots of bad cast member points. We're going to even it out and call it a flat 0. I think is the only fair way to put it. So we will miss Raph tonight. Thank God I spent all that time practicing Styx's voice. I hope I can still remember how to do it.
Shower.
Yes, I actually no, but legit though. I think I've probably. I mean, anyone who has to live.
The voice changes. Your current one is the best for you. You can get out of jail free card there on the Styx voice.
You reckon one of the voice changes to get me out of jail with it? Which one?
The one Tom likes.
Oh, do you reckon that'd work for Styx as well? Steven. I guess. Yeah, look, maybe. Otherwise, I'll just have to stick to doing the version of Styx that I could do where I'm breathing in. I was going to say, I feel really sorry for anyone who has to live next to me. A, because they have to listen through me doing all of these voices without the context of the stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but also because they have to hear me practice the voices in the shower, which has amazing acoustics, which is really unfortunate for anyone
I
who
was
lives
going to
near me.
say, I feel sorry for everyone who's listening to this conversation right now that missed the context of us playing with voice filters before the stream started. So anyone who missed that probably didn't understand what we were talking about with the voice changes. So I feel sorry for them.
No, fuck it. No context for anyone.
Playing around with voice changes. Context achieved.
Oh, great. Everyone's up to date.
I think it was implicit in the fact that we said we were playing around with voice changes. But if you needed more context, yeah, I mean, while I was getting all the sound things up and running, I had a bit of fun playing around with the voice changes, and I was trying to find out which one tickles Tom's pickle the most, and we found it.
Nope.
No?
And then he turned his camera off.
He did turn his camera off for a bit, so we knew which one was the winner. So we don't have any other fun, crazy announcements to share, unless Tom wants to share a funny story. Otherwise, I don't think we've... Nah, cool. Otherwise, we've got no other fun announcements to share for tonight. The Disco Elysium playthrough continues. There'll be a little pop-up box appearing right there now if you wanted to go check it out. I've recorded a few more episodes of that. They'll be dropping in between our normal D&D and Avatar Legends sessions. They've been lots and lots of fun to play. And if you were thinking about getting Disco Elysium, it's 90% off on Steam at the moment. So it's only like $5. Otherwise, you can ethically torrent it. That has been discussed as part of, I think, a previous session. So, without any further ado, I will read the semi-expansive recap to get Jared back up to speed. Because, Jared, the last session you were with us for, I think it was
We
just...
destroyed the tree.
Yeah, I think it was when you guys had been invited down into the undervault beneath the Wizard of Wine's vineyard, where the were-ravens had set up their intelligence network. Do you remember that? Maybe you weren't there for that session.
I don't think I was there for that session.
So yeah, I think that was the last thing you got to do was interrogate the prisoner. And then I think that's where we left off, or even actually destroying the tree. I think I was playing you when interrogating the prisoner. Yeah. Okay, so there's a fair bit to recap. So without any further ado,
sorry about that, guys.
No, not at all, mate. No, not at all. It's I'm very happy to have you back, obviously, but it's never a problem. We've got a very solid rule here that life always has to come first, and it's exactly for reasons like this that like you have to be dealing with it.
Unless you're Raph and you've just bitched out and you're like, stuff it, I don't care anymore.
I don't think he's done that yet, though. Are you counting tonight as that?
Oh yeah. So if that wasn't clear for those who couldn't understand the context, that was the implication there. If you didn't infer it that way. That's probably
because he is like spending time with his daughter. I personally would count that as
we said she could come.
We did say she could come. We did offer a guest spot. However, there's a number of reasons why I'm really pleased she wasn't here. Taking into account the entire conversation we had just before we went live. So
I think the whole conversation would be different if there was a youth.
Possibly adjusted, yes.
Yeah, I would have hoped so. So let's do the recap. Let's jump into the session. I will catch us up to speed. Our series has been following the adventures of the Tempest Adventuring Guild, Theo, Luther, Jonor, Grinner, and Tithla. Having become trapped within the realm of Barovia while searching for some missing adventurers, the team have been travelling west in hopes of an escape from these dark lands. After receiving news of an attack on the Wizard of Wine's vineyard by the Druids of Yester Hill, the party have rushed to help their friends at the winery. Along the main road, the team bumped into an old acquaintance, a gnome sorcerer called Raspip, the party had previously worked with back in Vallaki. With the shared goal of wiping these druids from the face of Barovia, it seemed only natural to combine forces. It also turned out that some of the Martikov family, Stefania and Lara, were camped out along the route awaiting the arrival of the party. After launching a surprise attack on the vineyard, the team were able to clear out the druids and their blight creations, including defeating an enormous blight tree. With one of the druids kept alive as prisoner, the team learns that the Yester Hill druids were planning on completing their dark ritual under the light of the blood moon, due in a day's time. Returning from a quick scout of the area, Lara learned of the party's success in clearing the corruption of the abbot at the Abbey in Kresk. With this knowledge, Lara decided to trust the party with the hidden secret of the Martikov family, that they are a family of were-ravens who have been gathering intelligence for generations in the hopes of one day freeing themselves from Barovia. Taken below the winery into a large chamber full of scrolls, books, and journals, the team discussed their situation with Lara and Stefania, learning of a holy weapon empowered with divine light which could help them face the powers of Strahd and Sergei. Jonor revealed he might already have the hilt of this weapon, taken from the attic of the Vlakovich family during the bloodless coup, quote-unquote. Styx seemed to have a strange pull toward the hilt, and upon touching it, it was revealed that Styx had in fact been forged from the broken blade of the Sun Sword, the sentient magic item transformed into a warforged. With Davian and his son Elvir currently in the clutches of the Druids of Yester Hill, the team were divided on how to approach the situation, Theo wanting to start the rescue mission immediately, while Jonor was keen for a rest first. While Jonor enjoyed his quick nap, the rest of the team spent some time researching the Druids and learning the timeline for the ritual. With the party rested, the rescue mission to Yester Hill began, Raspip using polymorph to bring Stefania with them after her aunt Lara forbade it. Arriving at the hillside, a draft plan involving a Raspip-based distraction was discussed. However, before it could be fleshed out further, Raspip followed the plan and began to walk up the hillside. The rest of the party, now panicking about what to do next, could only watch on as the Druids sprang from hidden alcoves and attacked Raspip. In response, Raspip cast polymorph, this time turning Stefania and himself into giant apes. With the combined might of the Druids now firmly fixed on the 14-foot-tall gorillas smashing the ritual circle into pieces, the gang snuck around the edge of the hill and approached the tunnel entrance to the caves below. Last session, the Simian strategy paid off, Raspip and Gorilfania dealing some incredible damage to the Druids' forces, but the real blow against the Druids was dealt by Jonor. A lucky hit on Raspip caused the polymorph spell to fail, leaving Stefania exposed and at the mercy of the Druids near the stone monolith circle. Jonor leaping into action with a powerful shatter spell against the stones to try and save her. This act split the circle and caused the magic to implode, taking out the Druids and blights that were standing too close to the ritual circle. While Raspip cleaned up the remaining forces with liberal use of Fireball, Luther and Theo arrived at the entrance to the underground chamber, bumping into a figure lurking around the roots. This figure revealed itself as another off-worlder, a scout with animalistic traits called Sen. With the common purpose of taking out the Druids, the team agreed to a loose alliance before heading below into the dark recesses of the cavern formed by the tree roots. We left off last session, as the party began to move slowly and stealthily through the gloom, emerging into an enormous chamber, the bone-white tree roots stretching into the darkness above. Suddenly, a single red eye opened in the bark of the roots, then another and another, until the entire surface of the tree was covered in glowing red orbs. And that was where we left off last session. In fact, I think we actually left off with a voice echoing through the shadowed chamber, this almost like smoke and haze hanging around the upper branches of the tree roots, where smoke from these sputtering fires dotted around the edge of the chamber have covered the roof. And as the as you guys sort of wandered into the chamber, still pretty stealthy, Tithla's use of Pass Without Trace helping to provide a bit of extra stealth to the party. As you emerged into the open chamber, a voice calling out,
"So, you have finally come. It took you long enough."
And that is where we left off last session. And second Tom heard that voice, camera's off again. That's how we know it's his favourite. So
That fucking got me.
it's good. It was good. It was really good. I was waiting for it. I was like, I can tell someone's going to do the joke with this. I hope it's Tom. And sure enough, Tom, you got you very red. Does that voice really excite you?
Oh man, he had to be quick. His camera got on for a second.
Yeah.
Well,
I got 2 hours.
good to know. I pass over to all of you as you emerge into the chamber. The voice echoing through the narrow room. For your benefit again, Luther, just so that I give you an accurate description of the room that you're currently standing in. A large earthen chamber, almost looking like it is this overgrown, overturned ruin. I think when you guys actually first entered, was it Tithla and Raspip spotted some signs that there'd been once an older structure here that had been buried in by the earth around it? Yeah. This structure covered now by the hill and with the large tree growing atop it, looking much, much older, predating any of the structures you've seen in Barovia so far. Much like a cathedral, you can see these large columns and buttresses rising high into the air, forming the roof of the cave, but not carved from stone. They're made from the white tree roots of this very eerie looking tree in the very center of the room, a large stone plinth underneath it covered with all sorts of items glinting softly in the firelight, hinting at their metallic nature. Luther, did you want to quickly make a perception check as well to see if there was anything else you missed? Because I know Luther generally does do perception checks when he enters new spaces. Yes, has.
Theo also do that?
Theo will also do that, absolutely.
Sure. Let's get into it, eh?
I figure let's start you off with a dice roll.
16.
I'm ready. 16's good.
pretty
I was going to
decent.
say I'm ready for a natural 1 as your first roll back.
Oh no, that's for Oh wow, look at that.
Natural 20 and a natural 1 from Theo. We're taking the first roll, which luckily for
I
Has.
don't know why I rolled with advantage, but that's
The good news
pretty
is
cool.
the natural 20 was the first dice rolled, which is the one we're going to take. So 26. So Luther, 16. We'll do yours first. Exactly as I described before. The other things that you notice as well, over towards the far east of the chamber, off towards your right, you can see what looks like a narrow passageway bending down towards the southeast. You're hearing, your very perceptive, very acute Dhampir hearing, picking up the sound of what almost could be described as something scraping against wood, coming from that passageway down towards the southeast. For Theo, the extra things that you gather, you can actually hear two voices you recognize whispering to each other, coming from the same direction that Luther's looking, that passageway towards the southeast. You can hear the sound of Davian and Elvia, their voices faintly, quietly whispering to each other. With a natural 20, 26, you hear Davian say to his son, "Quiet now, Elvia. You must be quiet. We do not yet know the nature of who has emerged in here. We need to stay silent. Our chance of escape will come. Just be patient." And the son responding, "But I'm scared, Dad. I'm really scared. What are they going to do to us?" And that is what you hear, Theo.
Do I see anything that would resemble the heart of the druids or the heart of the tree, like what Madame Ava described to me?
With a natural 20, Theo, as you look at this tangle of white roots in the very center of the room, almost this spiral of overlocking sections of root network and the main trunk of the tree descending down from above. The eyes that have opened all across the surface have filled the room with this very soft, almost eerie red lighting, these glowing orbs embedded into the trunk of the tree all around. But the highest concentration of these eyes seems to be around this central trunk. And more than that, before the eyes opened, you spotted, with your natural fucking 20, a glow coming from that central part of the tree, from the taproot, as it were. And your knowledge of nature as a druid, your knowledge of biology and botany, you know that the roots around here are limbs. Cut them off and you will do harm to the tree. But if you want to burn this thing, if you want to break this, if this is the source of the blight and you want to get rid of it, you're going to need to go after the core. And the taproot is the main source of nourishment. It's the passageway that connects these roots to the upper tree. If you're able to take out that main central core, the tree is going to be left with no way to sustain itself.
Well, I gesture to Raspip. Do you see that glowing center to the tree? How do you feel about lighting it up, as they say?
Silence is all you hear from Raspip.
I can light it up if you want a little bit of visibility. And Jonor just...
No, I was more calling for a fireball. I believe it said all wizards could cast this spell.
I think what you mean is Shannon up there. Can you point? I didn't see it.
I just look. If you'd like to try the shatter, by all means. But it's a tree. I suspect fire is what is required.
Why do you talk as if I am not here? I see you all. Your blood will water my roots, grow my branches longer, stronger.
We talk about you like you're not here because very soon you will not be here. So yes, Raspip, would you kindly fireball that glowing spot up in there?
Jonor's going to interrupt with a shatter.
What?
Okay.
He seems to feel a bit insecure about his lack of fireball.
Nothing to be insecure about, Jonor would say.
What I'm going to do, I didn't want to interrupt, but I am going to get all of you to jump into initiative, if I may. If you could please click on your tokens and click on initiative, that would be amazing.
Who would have thought a tree would get initiative?
Who would have thought a tree would need initiative? But here we are. Look at us. Here we are. Who would have thought?
Oh my god, 2 is not the initiative I wanted.
2's not where you want it to be.
Nat 20, baby!
20. It's all right. I somehow managed to roll a 1 for the for the Gulthias Tree, which is deeply disappointing.
Get some.
Uh,
The big two.
The big
Big
two.
two coming in clutch.
Let me just delete these. Okay, so we have let me just clean up this initiative. Raspip, it looks like we have from you. Oh, and I'll roll one for Styx really quickly too. Give me 2 seconds. But otherwise, it looks like we've got Tithla at 24. Very nice, Tithla. Luther, 20.
Yeah, we do.
Jonor, 19. Raspip, 5. That's a bit unfortunate, Raspip. For Styx, we have a 12. That's not too bad for Styx. 1 for the Gulthias Tree, 2 for Theo, and that should be everyone.
How do you spell that? Gulthias?
Gulthias Tree.
I'm just still reeling from the fact that a 2 in initiative isn't going last.
I know, it's incredible, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Tithla, I just deleted your initiative.
Fine.
I guess
That's fine,
you
I'll
go
roll it
last
again.
then. No, I guess you go last then. That's a real shame.
Sorry, it was a 24. Thank you.
I know, sorry. I was looking at Luther's. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
A little bit of respect.
So
Not so
we've got
much.
Tithla, Luther, Styx, Raspip, Theo, and the Gulthias Tree. Fantastic. Let me chuck on some battle music, and we are going to jump into initiative. Jonor, you will absolutely get to cast off your spell, but it won't be happening at the very beginning, unfortunately.
Sure.
At the end of that conversation where the tree got a bit cross with you guys for ignoring it, it basically began launching attacks, but we'll just include it all as initiative. Tithla, you act first. What would you like to do? And I should bring us across the actually.
Tithla's understanding of the scenario, does she still believe that those that were remaining back are still hidden?
Tithla, the tree has spoken as if it knows you're there. Some of you are there. It's hard to say. It's not identified who it's speaking to.
It's pretty easy to... Okay, cool. Well, Tithla's going to assume that we are still in hiding because I know you're all there could mean the 3 that are standing in front.
Exactly.
So Tithla's sort of just going to duck down into those bushes and just try and hide there, I guess.
Tithla, fantastic. Don't bother rolling a stealth check. As you move into those bushes, they're not bushes. As you go and as you go and crouch inside a needle blight, you suddenly find yourself surrounded by the spiky thorns of a rather brutal-looking blight. It's not going to attack.
Well, that seems...
But that's what happens.
That's fine. Tithla will attack it.
Oh, okay.
With... Ooh, do we want to... Yeah, this is a bush sort of a thing. We'll use our hand axe. No, we'll use a dagger. It's a +7 instead of a +2. Tithla's going to swing with a dagger. Does a 25 hit?
25 absolutely hits the blight.
Lovely. That's a 7.
7 damage. Yep, I will mark that off now.
Oh, can I now use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark over to this thing? Because oh no, that dropped off. Never mind, because I'm concentrating on this.
Sorry.
I will just swing again.
Absolutely.
23 to hit.
Definitely hits. Rolling nicely tonight.
All right, that's 6 points of damage, and we will infuse that from
Dracup with fire damage.
Yes.
Let's see the damage. 6. Tithla, how do you want to do this?
Quietly.
Oh. I'm going to assume then, if you're happy with this.
It's like a slit the throat thing. It's like it pops up, and it's that instant hand over the mouth, slit the throat.
The dagger glows red hot as Draco. As you pull the dagger out and hold it at your side, Draco breathes on it, heating up the blade as you cover the mouth and then bring this glowing hot blade, slice the head clean off as the head sort of drops to the ground. This very gentle, almost quiet rustle of twigs and leaves. No other sound. Silence.
Mm-hmm. And then we sort of pull that over.
Nice.
Continue
you pull its corpse over you to hide.
I mean, this is branches and twigs. This is not a worry to use this as a prop.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to check. As you pull the recently decapitated corpse of the twig blight over your
cut
body.
A branch off a tree, and then you say, "Really, you want to use the branch?"
Oh, if you want to justify it that way, yeah. If you want to justify it that way to yourself, that's fine.
Thank you. I will. I need this.
Sick. As you pull yourself in, would you like to now? You may use your bonus action to try and hide if you'd like to.
Oh, can I do that? I don't know if I can use it to hide. I know I can use it.
Oh, if you've got it. No,
You're
sorry, I'm
letting me
thinking
do it.
you had a rogue level for some reason.
No, sorry.
I don't know why I thought that.
Because I can disengage.
Using your nimble
Maybe I
escape as
can
part of a
hide
goblin.
as well.
Double
There
check.
was-
Maybe
yeah.
goblins can.
It's right. Yeah, nimble escape. You can disengage or hide as a.
There you go.
Bonus action. Fuck yeah. Stealth?
Would you like to?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a 14 plus 10, 24.
Very nice. As you disappear into the undergrowth, predator style, pulling the corpses of your enemies on top
Can
of
I
you.
pull it over Dracob as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. As you pull Dracob into a hidden thicket of broken blights. Absolutely. Anything else on your turn, Tithla?
I think that's pretty good.
It's a pretty good turn. Next up, we have Luther.
All right. So
sorry.
what I'm going to do first is
You're good. Sorry, I
I'm
just forgot I didn't roll for our summoned
I'm just
NPCs.
going to run
Send.
behind Jonor. I'm going to go up on this rock here, and then sort of looking at who I can see within range. There's not really much to go for right now, and I feel like the spellcasters will have more of a, they'll have a better time dealing with the tree, fireballs and such. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go into a little bit of a support role for now. I'm going to actually bless. I'm going to cast bless at the first level. This is one of the first times I've actually ever used an actual spell properly. So as I sort of jump up on this, I walk up onto the rock using my spider climb, and this tiniest ray of sun. Like, are we in a cave at the moment?
Yeah, you're underneath Yester Hill. This is almost like an old, hidden, abandoned barrow. The hill itself, actually, at this point, Luther, you've figured out, is artificial. It's being covered over the top of this ancient or very old temple hidden beneath, and it does indeed seem to be like an old barrow, caverns beneath.
Well, as I sort of climb up onto this rock, this one single ray of sun just shines briefly, and it's not very strong, but it shines upon me. And as that happens, this like golden energy sort of starts coalescing around sort of my hand motions. And then I mutter some words in Celestial, a prayer to Lysander, and then I bless up to well, it's only level 1, so it's going to be up to 3 creatures of my choice. So I'm going to 30 feet. Yeah,
So you can currently get Jonor. You can get everyone.
I can hit everyone I want.
Everyone.
So I'm going to give one out to Styx. I'm going to give one out to Theodore. I saw Tithla sort of go into this bush, but I'm going to give her one as well.
All right.
Well, she's hidden. No, can I actually give it to her?
Probably not, actually, because of the way
yeah.
it kind of goes off. Probably not. So you wanted Styx and Theo. Styx and Theo. Anyone else you wanted?
And I will give it to myself because Jonor's not really going to do a lot of like actual attacks.
Yeah,
it's going
that's
to do a lot
very
of
fair.
spells, so it's probably going to. I'll give it to myself. I'll give it to Tithla, but I can't see it.
Yeah, so
as
Styx,
that
Theo,
energy
and
sort
yourself.
Yep. Let's go with that. Perfect.
Brilliant. Fantastic. I can see a funny joke in chat. We've had someone reference, once again, the Twilight references with Luther as you glitter and sparkle again with holy energy. Blessing those around you. That's pretty funny. Thank you, Obscenities.
God damn it.
God damn it. Alrighty. Anything else on your turn, Luther?
No, I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll be ready just to strike out when I need to.
Alrighty. Next up, we have
Jonor.
Oh yeah, Jonor.
19.
You're not in the thing. Let
What I
me
might
add
actually
you
do
in.
just quickly as well, I might just climb. Is this debris here, Owen, or is this
Yes,
path?
yeah. There's like fractions of rocks. They're not very high though, like 5 feet tops.
So I'm just gonna sort of. Is that like difficult terrain for all intents and purposes?
It would be difficult terrain for all intents and purposes.
Cool. I'm gonna sort of bury myself sort of in the middle, wherever you think that is sort of the best place for cover.
Yeah. But where you've put yourself on that token is absolutely perfect.
Perfect. Because obviously my spider climb helps me sort of navigate that a lot easier than others.
Exactly. Jonor,
Done.
you are in fact next.
I mean, Theo, you didn't see what happened before, but just give this a look, okay? Just give it a second. And he scoops up some rocks that have gathered up nearby, holds them in his hand, again forms a shadow, compressed ball of air, points at the tree, and then rips that air towards there and explodes as a shatter.
Jonor.
I'm not going to be pleased with you.
It would do that, but unfortunately, as the magic is released from your hand, what level are you casting this shatter at?
Second level.
As the magic is released from your hand and flies towards the tree, you watch as this beam of energy, this tiny mote of light, fires out from the darkness, interrupts your spell, slicing through it, breaking the weave around it apart. And as you feel the magic pull back, you know that someone just counterspelled you.
Seeing the counterspelling going on, Jonor is going to, this foresight that happened, going to try his best to fight off what's fighting his spell. And he's going to try and
counterspell the counterspell.
He's going to try and make it miss. You know, it diverts.
Jonor, as you let loose this shatter, you have this premonition, and at the last second, bring your hand around and get ready to launch the counterspell. At what level are you casting your counterspell at?
Third level.
Alrighty, give me 2 seconds. I need to see if this automatically works. I think this does automatically. Yeah. I think this might automatically. Third beats third. As you watch in the future this sudden moment of clarity coming to you, as you watch your shatter spell be broken apart, the magic disrupting it, time rewinds in front of your eyes, the magic flowing back into your hands, and as you catch it, you pause, and then time renews. This time, instead of throwing out just the shatter, you spin your other hand around, launching the counterspell. As time plays again, this time your shatter spell streaking towards the tree at high speed. You watch as the magic of the counterspell launches out from the darkness, but this time your second spell goes off, tearing apart this disruptive magic in its place. The shatter spell detonating on the tree. I'm going to need you to roll me some damage, please, Jonor. I believe I have to make a con save against shatter.
That's right.
Gotta love divination wizards. Oh, it's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's not good. Jonor,
15 he needs.
14 points of thunder damage against the tree. As this blast of thunderous energy detonates inside the cavern, the walls ring, and all of you have to cover your ears for a second as the acoustic noise of this shatter spell in a tiny enclosed, almost semicircular space resonates the noise throughout the cavern. With your ears ringing, your head sort of like still a little bit discombobulated as a result of this blast of thunderous energy, you watch as the central core of the tree cracks open, red glowing light emerging from within. Jonor, anything else on your turn?
He's gonna just like center himself, hand over his ears, just like settling himself again. He's gonna just like stumble sideways and get himself up against the wall. He's already up against the wall, so that's all he's going to do. That's all
righty. Next up, we have our community summoned NPC, Sen. Sen is going to take a leaf out of Tithla's books. You watch as Sen dives and rolls into cover, ducking behind first the foliage and then moving around behind the rocks. Luther, as you look down, you see this this young woman with a couple of bestial traits look up, give you a bit of a smile, and then pull out her 2 daggers, moving around the edge of the rock, getting into an advantageous position. It looks like she's preparing to launch a surprise attack should anyone come and harry the party from either of these corridors nearby. Next up is Styx. Styx is a pretty straightforward Gloomforged. When Styx is presented with a problem, Styx solves it. You watch as Styx opens up his hand, the hand opening up and the hilt emerging from inside the forearm. And as the sunblade bursts into life, you watch as the cavern is awash with this glow. I'm actually going to reveal the entire cavern as Styx basically lights it up with daylight from his character
cool.
sheet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So as Styx lights up the area, he casts light in a much larger range of field. You should all now be able to see a whole lot more of the cavern. As Styx pulls forth the blade, he turns towards the tree and goes, "I'm going to kill you now," and then rushes forwards and stabs the tree. I didn't pick this voice.
Don't forget these have bless.
Yes, thank you very much. So he adds a
D4
1d4. Do you want to roll the d4 preemptively? Oh, we'll see.
Sure.
Actually, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Sorry. Roll it preemptively because he'll add it at some point. I'll make some attacks.
That's a 3 anyways.
Alrighty, that is going to be a 9 for Styx. That is not a very good first attack. 3 takes that up to 12. That's still not enough. It's a tree. It's not a tree. It's a Gulthias tree. It's not a tree. Don't give me that bullshit.
It's a tree.
It's not a tree. Well, it is a tree, but it's a special tree.
I mean, it's a tree, Theodore. You shouldn't be bothered by it.
Yeah, tree. Yeah. Come on, Theo.
I'm concerned that it has only. It possibly has more AC than I do.
How much AC do you have in Theo form?
13.
It's got more AC than you. This tree is more heavily armored than you are. As Styx brings the sunblade down onto the roots surrounding the tree, he rushes up towards the ritual platform, the dais that's been set up with these various implements glinting in the torchlight around. As he smashes down the sunblade onto one of the branches, you watch as it just... normally when you've seen the sunblade in action, you've seen it sort of move a bit, almost leaving this like golden trail behind it, but for some reason, as Styx brings the sword down, it just clashes against this tough, almost bone white wood, this hollow metallic ringing echoing through the chamber, complementing the ringing in your ears from the thunder spell. As you're now like greeted with a semitone different acoustic. As Styx looks down at the blade and then the tree goes, "That normally works," and then turns back towards you guys and goes, "What should I do?"
You should attack again.
Okay. All right. And Styx makes a second attack. Let's see what Styx's second attack is. Come on, Styx. 14. Can I have a bless?
18.
Yep. Oh, 18 definitely hits. As Styx smashes down the sunblade, that is going to be 6 points of radiant damage, as he is also currently holding a shield. It doesn't look like the Gulthias tree enjoys the radiant damage. You watch as this time as the sunblade cracks through the root system of this enormous bone white tree. The eyes that were around the area where Styx just cut immediately close and then burn as if with this holy light, leaving behind these spiral-shaped scorch marks etched into the wood, almost like lightning crackling between them. These black trace marks where Styx has rained down this radiant energy upon the tree. He turns around towards Raspip and Theo, who are the two closest near him that he can see, Tithla currently being invisible, and goes, "I think it worked." And that is Styx's go. Next up in the initiative order, we have the gnome, the menace, Raspip himself.
The big pip.
What'd you call him?
The big pip.
The big pip. Do we have the man who controls Raspip?
He was here like 20 seconds ago, and then I don't know. You started doing a voice, and his camera went off. So,
Andrew. I can hear his microphone making other sounds. I think he's enjoying the voice.
Sorry, I'm having some internet issues.
He's here. Maybe the voice is it Styx's voice that does it for you, Andrew? Hello, big boy. He's gone. Oh no, I can still see him.
He's usually struggling with his connection.
No, he's here. Andrew, I can see you. I can hear you. Can you see and hear us?
Doesn't see him.
Doesn't see him. All right. What we'll do, I'll reset him, and while he is resetting, we will jump onto Theo, and we'll jump back to Raspip's turn when he returns. Alrighty, Theo, what would you like to do?
Well, with Jonor's wonderful shatter having split open what I'm imagining is kind of the rib cage of this tree and revealed a bit more of the heart, I'm going to run forward and scream out at it in Druidic.
There's one thing I should add. You're currently in Beornling form. I know your token is for Theo, but that's actually an Owen whoopsie. One of the funny things we have at the moment is that you're in Beornling form and you have not revealed that you are a druid to Sen. Sen just thinks you're a very cool pet. Doesn't realize that you're actually a druid. I'll quickly bring across your correct token now.
So
Apologies. Can you guys hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Sorry.
Truthfully, I would have swapped back to Beornling form once we were back to person form once the tree started talking to us.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. In that case, then, as you turn back into druid form, Luther, you hear from behind you, "What the fuck?"
I will remove that use of wild shape then.
Brilliant.
That's what I mean, but my roll 20 has been but I'll remember I have one less of that.
That's it.
Well then, I would like to stride forward towards this tree and in Druidic pronounce that his corruption on this land and all other realms is at an end.
Can we hear it in voice?
I cannot speak Druidic in my shit French accent.
I think you should give it a go. You can at least speak English in your shit French accent.
What do I even think this thing is?
Do you want to make a nature or arcana check, Theo?
Yeah, actually, why am I so shit at these things?
I almost natural 1. No, it's not. It's a natural 20. Even better. I saw the dice roll. I saw the dice like roll and hover over the one. I was like, what? Theo, natural 20. Your knowledge of the Blight Druids has been honed into you from a very, very young age. Very, very early on in your training with the Moon Druids of Nostea, you were very, very much taught the history of the Blight Druids and the source of most of their blighted powers, a corrupted nature spirit, sometimes called a Gulthias Tree, sometimes called a Blighted Heart, other times called the Rotten Core by the Druids. A tree that has grown not on water and sunlight, but blood and shadow. It produces blights. Its limbs can be fashioned into staves to control them. This creature is the source of the blights. If you were to destroy it, fully destroy it, there would be no more blights. The Blight Druids would be no more. With their source of power gone, they would all drop dead. Those who have had their hearts replaced with the Briar Hearts. More than that, you know that to destroy this thing, you're going to need to use fire. There's a reason why the Circle of Wildfire Druids exist, and that is because to destroy a Gulthias tree, you need to burn it completely. If you don't burn out every last section of root in this taproot, it will slowly heal itself and regrow.
So definitely fire and not divine, like we just saw.
The light works really well, but fire is what you need to cleanse this thing. Light will hurt it, but to cauterize the wound, to destroy it completely, you're going to need fire.
Well, the blighted heart, a cursed, rotted core. I will channel what I have learned from my brothers in the Circle of Wildfire and cleanse your corruption from the entire world as I line up a flaming sphere and cast that over.
Your blood will water my vines until there is none of you left.
Whatever, bitch.
DC 14 dex save.
I just launch my flaming sphere straight into that taproot that Jonor opened up, revealing the heart there.
This may come as a shock, but the tree that is currently rooted into the ground and the soil that's entire body makes up this cavern, not very dexterous. That is going to be a 5. 4 points of fire damage. It does seem to do a little bit.
4 on 2d6. Jeez.
Seems to do a little bit more than that, though, Theo. As you launch this concentrated ball of flame into the center of the tree, as it bursts across its surface, You watch as the roots begin to shift and writhe, almost moving in real time as the cavern above, the roots holding aloft the roof, begin to slowly move and twist, raining clods of dirt down from the ceiling. I'm going to need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I assume I have disadvantage. I mean advantage because he doesn't know where I am.
It's not targeting you. It's just random chunks of earth and stone raining down from the ceiling.
I hear that, Owen, but I've already made this assumption, so I can't go back on
You
this.
can, and
So,
you're going
yeah,
to.
sorry.
I'm going to take the first roll.
Damn it.
I do get advantage on this though because this is an effect I can see or hear. So
You have danger sense. You have danger sense. Sorry, I shouldn't mispronounce that. Your danger sense does kick in for this. So we have a 14 from Jonor. That is a pass. Raspip's a 5. That is a fail. Theo, 14 and 3. We'll take the 14 because you have advantage. That is a pass. Tithla, 21. That is a pass. Luther, natural 20 for a 24. That is also a pass. Dracob, that is an 8. That is a fail. Sens is unfortunately an 11. That is also a fail. I'm going to need everyone who failed to please take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Those of you who passed, it is halved to 4 points of damage. 4 points of damage, sorry. As it rains down from the ceiling.
is that also a concentration check for me then?
Yes, you did take damage, so yes,
And
please.
So how much damage is that?
So it's because it's only 4 damage for you because you took the half. It's just a DC 10, so normal concentration check.
Alright, from one side, I just need to refresh my roll 20 pages.
16 for Luther. The bless stays active.
Yes. Yep.
That is very good news indeed, as the bless maintains its the holy glittering power of Luther's diamond skin, renews you and fills you with joy.
It's not letting you take
God
damage.
damn it.
But it's a con save, right?
Con save.
Alright, I got a +1. Oh, that's already factored in. Okay. Why is it con?
I believe in you.
Why couldn't it be like intelligence or something? Surely it's intel. Like...
But it's rocks raining down from the ceiling, crashing into you. 6. That did so much damage. His headphones fell off. That is unfortunately a fail on the concentration check.
Alright, bye-bye spell.
As the flaming sphere is snuffed out, a section of earth striking down into it. Flaming sphere is no more. Raspip. Andrew, are you with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
We can. Raspip, what would you like to do for your turn?
Raspip is going to walk over here next to Theodore.
Yeah.
I think you're having a little bit of an issue with your spells there.
Just a bit of performance anxiety. Okay.
Do you need fire? Is that what you need?
Yes, by all means, light it up.
I've only got 1 left, but here it goes. And with that, Raspip is going to cast a 4th level fireball.
That's unfortunate. Yep. That's unfortunate for me.
I only have spells that go up to 2nd level.
Okay, that is going to be a dex save from the tree. No surprises, the dex save is not going to be great. 13. It's a -1 on dex. I think that's going to be a fail. What's your DC, Raspip?
That is a fail. My
Fail.
spell
14
DC
is the DC.
14. Yeah.
34 points of fire damage. Raspip, talk me through your spell. How does it work? What does it do? What happens?
All right. So out of this tiny gnomish looking finger that he's got, just this like tiniest little bit of fireball pops out the end of the finger, and it just slowly goes across. And as soon as it makes contact with its target, it just explodes in this fiery inferno that just wraps up this tree. And Raspip seems pretty proud of himself when it comes out. However, at the exact same moment that it happens, he also is completely out of all spells and decides to run away like a little bitch.
Classic Raspip. Runs away when things get hard.
Raspip, as you detonate this fireball, you watch as flames burn across the surface of the tree, cutting through the branches. The central core that Theo had identified before cracks wide open, revealing this pulsing, almost what looks like a much larger version of the briar hearts that you'd seen the druids had implanted in themselves. This pulsing mass of vines and what almost looks like a large fruit at the very center. Blood red, pumping this very red, thick ichorous liquid through the veins, through the xylem and phloem of the tree. As the fire burns across and cracks open the trunk, the white wood is burned and scorched with this black ashen appearance. It is somewhat ruined, the effect of this explosion centered on the tree, by Raspip turning and running away. As Raspip begins...
it's not a glamorous running away either. It's
terrified.
As soon as he's realized that there's nothing left in the tank, he is immediately out of here.
Yeah, nice. As the tree takes that damage and a little bit extra as a result of the fiery nature of that damage, Raspip, the Gulthias Tree, is going to take one of its legendary actions. Does I'm guessing a 29 hits you, Raspip?
No.
It does, though. Raspip, you are going to take... You're going to take 27 points of bludgeoning damage as, emerging from the ground underneath you, an enormous root slams up, moving almost this like lightning fast, very snake-like in origin, as it slams into your body and smacks you into the ceiling above before disappearing below, your limp body peeling off the ceiling and then cracking down onto the stone floor again. 27 points of bludgeoning damage, please.
That takes me out, my friend.
Really?
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 Yeah.
Raspip.
I took some serious damage before from that berserker.
Oh shit, you did too. Okay.
I am unconscious.
Raspip, you're not just unconscious, you're also going to take a damage from this. Could I please get you to make me a Constitution saving throw to avoid an injury check? The DC is the damage that reduced you to 0, which is 27. I don't think you can pass this.
Let's have a look.
Look at Haz is so happy right now.
19. I also am going to use... I've got Favored by the Gods, which I can use once per short rest to add an extra 2d4 to that. I need a high roll.
Okay.
Brings me to 24.
Not quite
I
enough.
think I'm short.
The DC was 27. Could you please roll me just a flat d20 and we'll see which injury you have sustained as a result of your bludgeoning damage.
Decapitation.
The blessed.
Lots of fingers. Lots of
Did Luther?
Luther didn't bless Raspip, I don't think. Did you, Jared?
No, I did not.
That's unfortunate.
19.
Okay, 19's the second best you can get for bludgeoning. Let me just scroll up to bludgeoning.
That's from your perspective or his perspective?
His perspective. A natural 1 would have been a major traumatic brain injury. If he got a 1, the blunt force trauma to his head would have resulted in a major traumatic brain injury, resulting in disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks and saving throws. He doesn't have that.
I'm actually really disappointed at that. I could have been Raspip.
Unfortunately, what you have is...
I was just about to say, good luck role-playing that. That won't go well.
What you do have... It's because his jaw's broken. It's his jaw broken. It's not insensitive. Sure. It's just a broken jaw. What you do have is major bruising. The blunt force trauma to your body has resulted in major bruising across your chest and abdomen. Any additional bludgeoning or force damage received results in an additional 1d4 damage. It will eventually heal over time, or someone can cast Cure Wounds to heal you straight away. I'll copy that into the chat so that you have it there.
Yeah, cool.
Oh no, sorry, you rolled a 19, didn't you?
Yeah.
Apologies, it's just minor bruising. You just have minor bruising on your chest that results in no significant impairment but looks painful. You just have an owie.
Raspip just strike another day.
Are you still unconscious?
You are still unconscious. This is not a good time to be unconscious, as...
Very lootable.
Was there anything else on your turn, Theo? I know we had to jump back for Raspip. Was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn? I think you'd done your action movement.
I walked, I had a little monologue, tossed out a spell.
Sick. The Gulthias Tree is next. I'm I'm just really trying to work at not killing Raspip right this second.
It loves blood. You can't not roleplay. It loves blood too much.
And Raspip is lying there, bleeding. Okay.
Go for it. Do it.
Here's what happens. Emerging from the walls of the cavern, you watch as two branches fly out, one towards Theo, one towards Jonor, because Jonor, one towards Theo, one towards Styx. Then a grasping root flies out and tries to grab Raspip, and a grasping root tries out to grab Jonor. So, Theo, does a 15 hit you? Yes. I think
We
it does,
agreed I was in Bjornling form, right?
You are definitely in your druid form. You spoke to it. That is going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the branch smashes into you. Styx does a 29 hit Styx. Yes, it does. That is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage against Styx. Alrighty, next up we have the grasping root going for Jonor. Jonor does a... Hello. Does a 22 hit Jonor?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep, and Raspip, it's gonna definitely hit you, I'm thinking, with a 16.
I have a 12 armor class, my friend.
Okay. As Jonor and Raspip,
I don't want to be that guy.
Hello.
But would it have advantage on attacking?
That is with
Raspip?
advantage. That is with advantage. I rolled an 11 and a 16.
I was just fingers crossed for
Thanks, mate.
Alrighty. So, Jonor, that is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh no, so you don't take that straight away. Don't take that straight away. Don't mark off any damage. But you are now grappled by the root, and you're not pulled towards it yet. Raspip is going to take a 2 failed death saves from the damage of being wrapped up, unfortunately. That is the Gulthias Tree's full go. Tithla, you are the next cab off the rank.
All right, and Raspip is there dying, correct?
You watch as Raspip is currently wrapped up in these thick tree roots, being dragged towards the center of the tree. He hasn't started moving yet, but you can see the roots beginning to reel him in. Even more concerningly, Tithla, you can see that just above the major core, the roots are actually breaking open to form a mouth filled with needle-sharp teeth in the center of the tree.
All right, Tithla is going to run over to Raspip, do like that sick baseball slide, feet first to get down to his level, hand on the chest, cure wounds, because as everyone remembers at the end of the last session, Raspip said, yeah, we'll do what the team says. So now one of Tithla's best friends. We've got to look after our best friends.
It's a very low bar.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Tithla is a
very
caring
discerning.
lass, okay?
Sorry, Tithla's very discerning.
And because Raspip is one of our best friends and clearly in mortal danger, it will be her last second level spell slot. And that is 11 points of cure wounds for you.
Raspip.
Amazing. Thank you.
You are back up.
My soul taken.
Raspip, you are unfortunately still
Tithla.
grappled.
That's all right.
Tithla will call out to Theo. Do you want it or do you want me to do it?
Do what?
As she pulls out second vial of super alchemist fire.
Look, by all means, nukes this thing.
Okay. And then that's the end of her turn because that was her.
That's the turn, yeah. I was really enjoying the lead up
Hunter's
there.
Mark.
Hunter's Mark the tree. Easy done.
So she'll reach in, take out one of her berries and throw it at the tree so it gets a little splat on it. So she's marked it.
Yeah. What color is the splat?
And then, well, it's a red berry. So it's red.
So it's red. Okay.
So she's just going to move towards the wall again.
Yeah. Easy done. Let's use the flag for Hunter's Mark, hey? I think that's a good Hunter's Mark. All righty. Luther, it is your turn next, my boy.
Perfect. All right, so I'm going to move up to Raspip.
So, would I have gotten the bless on my Constitution saving throw to resist concentration?
Yes. Do you want to roll me an extra d4? What was your roll for your concentration check?
Jared, but
Oh, yeah, no, that's no problem.
I just remembered you had your turn.
4. What was your
I think it
concentration?
was 8, so that puts it over the 10.
You still have your flame sphere up. Does the flame sphere activate on your turn or on the Gulthias Tree turn?
I will let you...
While you're doing that, we'll let Luther have his turn, and then we'll apply that damage very shortly. Luther, please continue.
But I will quickly say to Raspip, just little one, are you going to be able to get out of this, or do you need assistance?
I'm not the best at strength-based activities. I was always more of a reader than a fighter, so I might need a little bit of help.
All right, no problem. I pull out my silvered short sword that I have, and I'm just going to hack into this vine and try and free him.
Nice. As you slam into the vine, make me an attack. Has stats, you can use it as a normal attack.
Oh, that's not good.
9 to hit.
10?
No. 10 is still not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I imagine it wouldn't be.
Dang. As you slam down with your silvered weapon, trying to cut through the wood, it's almost like it's petrified. It is so strong and so resistant to damage. As you slam it down, it just doesn't seem to penetrate.
Well, thanks for trying.
I'm going to pull out my gun instead. I'm going to shoot it.
When you say it, you mean the tree, right?
The tree, yes.
I'm sorry, little Sparky. You got to put you out of your misery.
All right, let's go for this. I'm going to do a sharpshooter shot too, so it's going to hit pretty hard. Hopefully, if it does hit.
Yeah, as you use your bonus action to quickly.
That's a negative. That's a nat 1, so that's 10 to hit.
Natural 1. Unfortunately.
But what I'm going to do.
Oh yeah.
No, hold on. Actually,
It's a tree.
If it's a sharpshooter, doesn't that make it 5? Because you got to subtract 5 as well.
Yeah, so that goes. I could add a precision dice in it, but I don't even know the AC, so I'm just going to let it go.
It's going to be 6.
That's just
it does kind of suit right as you're quickly trying to change over between your silvered short sword and the gun. You're sort of like putting the sword away, pulling out the gun, trying to get your hands steady. It's the speed at which you're switching between weapons. As you let loose this crack of a pistol, the bullet just strikes into the cave wall, missing the center of the tree.
Well, good luck. I'm just going to back into cover.
Thanks anyway.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm lawful good. I would at least stand over. I'll stand over Raspip, providing like a barrier between me and the tree. But I will second wind at least.
Yep.
16 healing back is nice.
That is excellent.
Yeah, that's
brilliant.
Great. So I'm going to do that at least. I'm going to stand over Raspip. I use all my actions, so I'm definitely not like holding on to him. So he's probably going to be dragged along still, but I'm hoping to stand in front of Raspip. I'll provide a shield, and even he'll have to like sort of be dragged through me at some point. So I'll be almost acting as leverage, try and keep him from the tree as much as possible. I guess that's the best I can do.
Jonor, it is your turn. I read that thing slightly wrong. You do not take damage at the start of your turn, but at the end of your turn, something happens. So you can do your turn as normal. You are grappled by this tree root.
Seeing our ally just get down and Jonor's got this root grabbed to him, he's getting a little bit panicked, and the fight or flight sort of kicks into him, and he just like mad eyes and wings just pop out his back, and he starts to like flap up trying to break out of this thing.
Like a pigeon caught in a net.
I think some of the gold dust is sort of like sprinkles off him as he's trying to get airborne. He's not doing a grappling check just to get out. It's more just trying to get out of the grip. He's using bonus action to transform, so he's got a bit of a gold glow going on, and he turns his eyes back to that hole where the glowing's coming from, and he bundles up a larger bit of dust, compress more air, there's greater sucking, and he goes for a larger boom inside there. And he's got that gold tinge that also like after effects.
We all know that greater sucking leads to a bigger boom, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Wasn't trying to make it go that way, but that's what got
You're an incredible source of innuendos, Tom. It's incredible. He's so red.
Yeah. No, it's just the lighting. It's just the lighting.
It's just the lighting. Would you like to? I'm guessing this is a shatter from the sounds of it.
It is a shatter, and he's going to go a third level, knowing there's people prying. He's going to also be ready for another counterspell.
Jonor.
And with that, he's expecting it. This time, he's going to be using this with a portent in mind of whatever comes this way, it's not going to hit.
Jonor, indeed, out of the darkness behind the tree and the shadows of the cave, which you have not yet explored fully, sure enough, the counterspell emerges. Someone hiding from up in the branches of the tree over towards the far northeastern corner. Someone who has not yet joined the battle, but seems very dedicated to preventing this tree going down. As you let loose your shatter spell, already anticipating the destructive, chaotic weave to take out and to nullify your spell, you launch a counterspell.
I'd like to whisper into, I know he's around somewhere, and as soon as it triggers, I'm going to like whisper into his mind and saying, this one's coming for you next. If he, like, to whoever does it. That's my attempt of trying to break his counterspell.
Can you make me an intimidation check, please?
For sure. It's with disadvantage because exhaustion.
But
so
do you get advantage from your Aasimar transformation?
Oh, no, it's just sparkles. It's just fun.
Okay, I thought one of the Aasimar gets a when they. I think maybe it's the fallen Aasimar when they have the transformation. I think they get advantage on one of the checks.
Look, makes a lot of sense. I don't think it's. I can fly, so that's
yeah, fair enough. That's probably the trade-off. I know which one I'd take. Yeah, as you launch the counter spell, taking out the magic and then whisper straight through into the mind of the person. You can't see them, so it's hard to kind of get it correctly positioned, but you feel the brush of another mind. They're not afraid of you. If anything, you feel their eyes hidden in the shadows turning to you, Jonor, focused on you with a 6 on your intimidation.
Ooh.
Sorry, mate. Anything else on your turn, Jonor?
Have I... Did the spell actually go through?
Oh, yeah, do your shatter, sorry. That's a 14 thunder damage. I'll make the con save, but I don't think it's going to... Oh, it might pass. Okay, never mind. It's got a 21 con. It very well could pass. Shouldn't have written that off so quickly. That is going to be a 22. So that will be half damage. That will be 7 points of thunder damage. Brilliant. As it bursts across the tree, shattering the branches, shattering the trunk. You hear the very earth itself shake in pain to match that of the tree. Anything else on your turn, Jim?
Cool. Bonus action. That's it. Yep, cool. Good to go.
Jonor, at the end of your turn, as you let loose this blast of magical energy into the tree, you feel the roots surrounding you constrict. You are pulled 20 feet towards the tree. 5, 10, 15, 20. Basically up next to Luther and Raspip. As you get in line with Luther and Raspip, you sort of have this moment where you lock eyes with Raspip. As you are pulled towards it, there's this shared fear, knowing that Raspip is next to be pulled towards this tree.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Jonor, we would normally be using this opportunity to hand over the reins to Sen, but actually another character has its initiative first, the one that you had a bit of a tussle with. And as you are dragged towards the tree, you suddenly feel this almost like itching begin to start across your clothes and your body, but with your arms pinned to your sides, there's nothing you can do about it. As you writhe in pain, the itching getting worse and worse and worse, you look down and see thousands of insects crawling across the dirt, underneath your clothes, across your body, biting into your skin. Jonor, could you please make me a dexterity saving throw? You do have disadvantage, unfortunately. We will take the 6. That is rather unfortunate. Jonor, you take 7 points of piercing damage. It's not that bad.
That's after the 11 for that root attack, right?
Yeah, so you don't take any damage from the root. So I misread that. So you don't take any damage from the root. It's only when it gets you back to the mouth that it is able to bite down. This is...
back to the what?
Sorry, what?
Back to the what you said?
Back to the mouth, where it can bite down and drain the blood from inside your body. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, Theo, from where you are, you can see just above the altar this enormous toothed mouth beginning to open as the wood begins to crack and break, revealing this disgusting maw, dripping with blood, rotten flesh, and the rags of what was once clothes.
Ooh.
I know, it's
normal.
It's pretty sexy, this thing. That is the Druids' go. Unfortunately, by revealing themselves, by casting that spell, they do have to do verbal and somatic components, and I rolled a natural 1 for their stealth. All of you can now see the Druid, who has accidentally just outed themselves. I'll bring them onto the layer so you can see them. Alrighty, next up in the initiative order, we have Sen. Sen did not have their held action go off. They are a bit disappointed about that. She was kind of counting on being able to try and save Luther or any of the others if something came close. No things have come close. She is going to vault and rush forwards and attempt to cut Jonor free. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, she can get to you, Jonor. She is going to attack the tree root. That is a hit. She's going to deal... Oh, okay. 7 slashing damage. Jonor, you watch as Sen pulls out her twin daggers, spinning them around in her hand, and then slashes down either side of your torso, cutting through the vines in an instant. You watch as the grapple, the tree root around you, the grapple is broken. That is more than enough to break the grapple. Nice. Next up.
God, thank God you, Sen. I needed that one.
She gives you a bit of a smile, salutes, and goes like, "Yeah, I just figured you wouldn't want to get like dragged into that thing. Raspip's next, right? Raspip's next?"
Yep. Help him out.
That's her turn. She can't do anything else. Much like Tithla, she just looks at the dagger and goes, I wish I could help you right now, Raspip. She looks down and goes, I can't right now. I'll have to wait.
Why is everybody in this party so damn useless?
Is the one who tried to just bitch up?
Haha, you're on the ground.
You almost died.
Styx looks towards Raspip, currently grappled, sees Luther standing above him, sees Jonor and sees Sen, sort of like weighs his options, looks like goes, "Should I save you?"
Theo would point back at the tree. Kills the tree?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Styx will do what he's told to do. He's going to make 2 attacks with the Sunblade, and this time he's going to use his Channel Divinity to turn his Sunblade into a sacred weapon, imbuing it with holy energy. That is going to be... What was that, sorry?
Is he a Searing Smite by any chance?
Oh, I did Unarmed Strike instead. It's not a Searing... does he have Searing Smite? Let's have a look. He has Compelled Duel, Locate Object, Zone of Truth, and Purify Food and Drink. So no.
Trees are a food or drink.
Are you hoping he can purify the tree? Tell you what, let's have a quick read. Let me quickly read the Purify Food and Drink. Let's see if we can. Non-magical. Damn, never mind. I did an Unarmed Strike instead, but it's still the same. It's still a +4. Actually, it's +5 because of the Channel Divinity. So the first attack is going to be a 22. The second attack is going to be a 14. The 14 doesn't... Oh, no, he's got a D4. Luther, could you please roll me a D4 for the bless?
I've already got them there.
Oh, thank you very much. 3 for the first one takes it up to 28. 2 for the second takes it up to 15. 15 is still just... Oh, no, sorry, because 14 takes it up to 16. That is enough. That is going to be 7 radiant damage, followed by... just waiting for the second one to come through. Wow. 2 for the second attack. Holy shit. That's a natural 1 +1, because Styx only has +1 strength and +1 dex. Wow, I'm just looking through Raph's stats. He's gone for a very balanced character. He's got +1 to almost every stat. And that's it.
Really, my -1 to almost every stat, but...
As Styx slams into the tree, he moves up a little bit closer to attack the core, getting dangerously close to the mouth. But Styx doesn't have blood, so he's not too worried. Raspip, it is your turn. You are grappled. Something will happen at the end of your turn.
Raspip is going to cast Minor Illusion on himself. And he's going to make it look like he's on fire.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Could I get you to make me a spellcasting check? So do it as if you're doing like a spellcasting attack. So d20 plus your spellcasting modifier. Let's see how convincing your Minor Illusion is.
Not at all.
10. What's the Gulthias Tree's wisdom? Let's roll against it. Okay. Raspip, as you surround yourself with... I better roll for the Druid too. As you surround yourself with fire, Raspip, magical fire, I mean, it looks pretty convincing. You've done a pretty good job. Like, it's all right.
Cool. That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Raspip, you are dragged 20 feet towards the Gulthias Tree, right past Luther.
Do I take damage when I get dragged?
No. It's only when it gets you to the mouth.
Right, okay.
It's only when it starts sipping you. 5, 10, 15, 20. Luther, you just watch as between your legs, Raspip is just dragged along the ground bodily, right past Theo and towards the tree. Styx looks back and goes, "Are you coming to help me?"
Yeah, I prefer not to, but I think I am, yes.
You are very brave.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Theo, it is your turn.
Alright, I will pop back into Bjornling form, given I think I'm one more of those hits away from certain doom.
What are you talking about? Nah, you're fine. You could survive at least 3 more hits. 3 more hits. 3 more hits.
Yes, I'll drop back into Bjornling form, so I can still maintain the concentration on the spell I have active.
Yes, you can.
But then,
does your flame sphere, when does it do the damage? Does it do it now?
It does it when I either ram it into something or when they end their turn in its radius.
Fair enough. Okay.
Which makes me think I could probably get it two times in a round if I wanted to.
Yeah, and it should have gone off when it had its turn at the end of the round. So yeah, it ended its turn there. It can't move away from it. Would you like to roll me some extra damage?
Yes.
Because it did indeed end its turn in the flame sphere. Oh well, the flame sphere. It ended its turn with the flame sphere in it.
Yeah.
And I will give you the Beowulfing form for you. 9 points of damage. Yikes. Yep. Your turn.
Then I'll drop into Bjornling form. I won't rage, so I'll maintain concentration on the flaming sphere.
Good call.
Then I will run over to Raspip and start tearing at the vines, trying to pull him in.
Alrighty, brilliant. I'll give you the Theo token to use, and I'll put the bless on that so you can use the Theo token, the Beowulfing token. Would you like to make me an attack against the vines?
I would, yes. I'll start with claws.
Yes. Please.
11 plus bless.
Yes, roll your bless. Or does Luther want to roll it?
Yeah, Luther, please bless up.
Bless me, bitch.
4.
15.
Very nice. 15 is the armor class. You're good to go.
Cool. That's
actually, it's a bit over. Sorry, damage. It's a bit over. 15 slashing. You slice through the roots, immediately freeing Raspip.
Cool.
Yes.
I would like to spend the remainder of my movement running forward, jumping onto the altar, and then jumping up and biting onto one of the branches like I'm a staffy with a dangling rope in its mouth.
Yes, absolutely. Would you like to make me a bite attack, please?
I would, yes.
Very nice. I have said the name of the monster. I may as well reveal it on the chat now.
Do I get to bless again? Is it for every turn?
It's every turn until it goes down.
Every attack, so I'll just chuck another one.
Bless up.
16.
16.
16 is enough.
And so I latch on for 9 damage.
As you begin tearing into the Gulthias Tree, I will mark that damage off. Very nicely done. And do your bites and claws count as magical weapons?
I don't think they do just yet,
Yeah,
actually.
you got one more level, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you have that attachment? It was like some metal claws or something.
I do have metal claws. Yeah, but that's the claws. So that was already on the roots, and I absolutely destroyed that damage already. I think I rolled max.
So you've done your action was to command the flaming sphere to ram, correct?
No, it's just staying where it's already rammed up. The bonus action was hopping into Bjornling form.
Perfect. Action was freeing Raspip and attacking.
Yeah.
Cool. Gulthias Tree. Gulthias Tree's not taking any legendary actions this turn. It will take its normal turn. It's not happy about Styx and Theo. It's already got... oh no, it did have Raspip grapple, but Raspip's now free. Theo does a... 18?
For me, hit me, yeah. Oh, yeah, that hits, yeah.
You are grappled as the grasping root wraps around you and then begins to pull you towards the mouth.
I'm quite close to the mouth.
You are, yeah. Jacob, you're looking too happy, and Tithla hasn't yet been grappled by one of the roots yet. But Tithla hasn't proven herself to be too much of an enemy.
She's not a threat.
No, that's true. Tithla, could you please roll me a d4 to determine who is the greatest threat? Out of Styx, Jonor.
Is there any way that I can weight this?
That you can what, sorry?
Weight this? Can I just pick one of them?
No. Oh, do you want to... Okay, yeah, you can pick one of them for me. Who would you like to pick?
What are my options?
Any chance of me using that disadvantage chat gave us on that grasping root there?
You are allowed to use that disadvantage chat gifted you whenever you want, so yeah. Would you like to use it on the attack against Theo just then?
Team, I'm a bit worried about how close I am there now.
Yeah, why not?
I will make another attack.
Enough. I'll allow it.
Make another attack.
Higher.
Chat, you might have just saved Theo. 14.
No, that does not hit.
Chat, you just saved Theo's life. Theo, you are not grappled by the grasping root. Yeah, Tithla, could you roll me a d4? I want to see who's who did you want to pick to be attacked by the tree root? Your options.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. That is Raspip again, unfortunately.
I assume that's going to be Theo again.
Oh, okay. No, that's Raspip.
It's clearly picked the most dangerous character.
The one running away from
Oh my god.
How much damage?
It's a natural 1, so don't even worry, mate. It's a natural 1. You good? Alrighty, now it's just the branches. Styx is going to take a branch to the face. Jonor's going to take a branch to the face. Oh no. Jonor, that's a natural 20. I'm so sorry, mate.
Oh, bad news.
Took it in his strides. And that's not going to hit... Oh no, that is going to hit Styx. It just hit Styx. 17. Dang. Okay, let's do the damage for Styx first, and then we'll deal with Jonor's, hey? So Jonor, you're going to take 18 damage immediately, plus, because it's 3d6, plus another...
Wait, why are they taking damage? I thought the roots didn't do damage immediately.
It's not the roots, it's the branches that have attacked Jonor.
Oh, then it hit me and always killed me, right?
Jonor, you're going to take 36 points of damage.
Jonor's down.
No, Jonor, could you please roll? Jonor, I'm a need a Constitution saving throw to avoid an injury check. The DC is 36.
Do you have any important dice you could use?
Nah, I couldn't use the shield. I got an AC of 15. We'll give it a 20. Still beats it.
Oh.
Styx is down to half health, but that is keeping track.
I really regret not flying straight away. I thought about it and I was like, nah, you wouldn't do that yet. Definitely should have done it.
Jonor, that's a 7. Could you please roll me a flat d20? You are obviously taking an injury with this one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yikes. Oh boy.
10.
10. And this is bludgeoning damage. Jonor, you are taking a minor traumatic brain injury. I'm so sorry. The concussive force that you have received.
Please, not intelligence.
The concussive force that you've received has resulted in a minor traumatic brain injury, resulting in disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks. The injury will self-resolve after 3 weeks, or a moderately powerful spell can be used to quickly heal the damage to your brain.
Great, we have a partially demented divination wizard. That can only be good.
I see no future.
There is nothing for me here.
I foresee headaches.
Yeah, exactly. You've become fucking Psyduck from Pokemon. Foul. Anything else on the Gulthias Tree's turn? I think it's done enough damage. Let's go back to the top of the round with Tithla.
It's taken 5 damage from my sphere.
Yes, it is. Do I need to make a dex save?
Yeah.
I do every time. It's going to fail. Its dex is -1. What's
so
that?
14 it has to be.
6. So no, not even close. Would you like to roll me some more fire damage? This has been some solid ongoing chip damage, this flame sphere.
Promise cleansing, I'll give cleansing.
11. Nice. That is brilliant. I will mark that damage off as the... Oh, yeah, we're down... Yeah, perfect. We're down to the next trigger for a legendary action. Thank you, Theo. Theo, as...
They're just dangling for a branch.
Yeah, as your flame sphere burns through this creature, you hear this almost like a hiss from deep within it. As the eyes begin to close, the ones around the areas where you've dealt damage begin to close, the 2 central eyes glow even brighter, and you hear it call out.
Now, your blood shall water my fields and spawn forth blights to cover this land. I have been commanded by one who defeated death itself.
And as it does that, it doesn't like you very much, Theo, which may be a bit of a surprise for you. It's going to do a... What was that? Sorry, Theo?
So friendly, though.
Yeah, it's going to do a legendary blood drain. Does a... 22. That's going to hit you. You are going to take some necrotic damage. It is going to be a total of...
God,
Roll 20 is really slow tonight. No, you guys are dealing with it. 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okie dokie.
As the blood is drained out through your body, the thorns inside the tree branch, pulling it from your gums as you bite into this thing, your maximum hit point in Beorning form is reduced by that same amount. So you take 11 points of damage, and that's your new maximum hit point, is what's been reduced by. You watch as blood begins to pulse through the Gulthias Tree, as it seems to look healthier all of a sudden. Eyes beginning to open up as the blood feeds it. Tithla, back at the top of the round. It's your turn, Tithla. Your turn, Tithla. Top of the round. Your turn.
Sorry, is it
Top of the round for Tithla.
Top of the round to
It also
Tithla.
reduces my max hit points by that 11 damage?
Yes, it does.
But
only in your
it's not the
Beorning
maximum
form.
points of the Beorning.
Yeah, so you can't go back above this level. That's cool. I suspect I'll also need to roll my con save to not
Yes,
lose
please,
my
for the flame sphere. Yes, please. DC is 11. Which has the damage that you took to knock you down. That's a 12. That is just a pass. Yes, that's right. Chat want a reminder that it's very responsible of Theo to have donated blood. Palaki, you're out. I agree. Donate blood today.
That's art that'd be good. Theo is a blood donor to the tree. Lovely.
Exactly. Tithla.
No more tree shifts.
Tithla, you got to step in, mate. Got to do something, Tithla.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't know. I can't believe that it was just a little branch that took you out.
As her Freudian slip, as she does healing word as she runs past. I was moving on to the next things. Healing word. So I've realized that I've been doing this wrong and I should have been adding more to the healing. So it's 9 plus 2 plus a spell level, which is first. So it should be 12 points of healing off that healing word.
Jonor, Yummy, yummy healing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Bye.
Oh, sweet relief. Thank you.
No time for your histrionics, Jonor.
Don't talk about relief after this screen off. And then you run forward.
Well, that is a good question. How does Luther feel about watching his friends get drunk?
Jealous.
You wish you could drink your friends.
I was like, who's drinking alcohol in this? But no, like, yeah, drain. I caught up. I'm very clever. This is going to throw a super alchemist fire at the tree.
Oh, you sure?
Get as close as
you sure? Do you want to?
Understanding that some people are wrapped up.
Have a quick look through though. Just like maybe check what you've got. I don't want you to rush into any decisions with the super alchemist fire. Don't make any hate. You definitely want to do this? I don't want to like influence you at all, but like, you sure there's nothing else you want to do?
What with my things, with Tithla's things, the third bottle of coagulant from the abbot.
Yeah, why don't you give it some more blood? No?
Oh, that's interesting. Does that freeze it? That's interesting. Does that stop the drain?
Who knows?
Oh, well. See, now I've got the problem of Owen's incepted something into my brain, and I don't like Owen or respect him.
You don't like Owen. Sentence finished. What would you like to do? We've had a comment from chat, and I'm not going to ignore it. Don't let it vor you. No, sorry, don't burn it. Let it vor you. No thanks. I know. Attack on Titan is Attack on Titan is one of our favorite memes here.
Actually,
Yeah,
that's a good idea. So, is anyone wrapped up in the branches now?
At the moment,
me, right?
Just Jonor.
Oh, you're a long way away. We got time.
He'll be
so
fine.
The thought was we could pour the coagulant into that branch, and it would cut off the circulation to the branch, and the branch would die. But I think we'll just do super alchemist fire.
All right, fair enough.
It takes months and months and months to ring bark a tree.
But I was just trying to cut a limb off. Muted.
So, Tithla, as you pull back your
Super
vial of
alchemist fire
super
locked
alchemist
in.
fire and throw it, could you please make me a thrown ranged attack, as if you were throwing a dagger or something like that?
I can make my dagger.
That'll do.
Done.
It's quicker and easier.
Oh, thank God. It's a 25 to hit.
25. Not quite enough. As the super alchemist fire crashes against Theo's back, you watch as Theo begins, but no. The super alchemist fire sails true, cracking into the middle of the tree, sailing through.
Straight into Theo's mouth, the target.
As it sails through the flaming sphere, you watch as
How's
the
that
wax.
for heartburn?
Nice. I'm going to add an extra 1d for psychic damage to the tree for that one. As the wax cap melts as it sails through the flame sphere, it explodes right in the center of the tree trunk. Tithla, could you please roll me 4d8? And I'm going to be doing some stuff to that.
I would love to.
If you roll 4 ones, I am going to have a really good time. Now, Jonor, I had to turn his camera off before with that voice. I'm going to have to do the same thing really quickly if you roll 4 ones. Dang, that's not 4 ones. That's 16. 16 points of damage. Jacob, you didn't listen to my instructions. You watch as...
I'm not a good listener.
That's very true. You watch as the tree explodes into flame, the super alchemist's fire burning across it. Do you get anything extra for your hunter's mark on this?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it's a ranged attack technically.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to be considered an attack, but yeah, we'll add an extra d6 to this. That's an extra 5. And then how close are we to Dracob? How close do we need to be to Dracob? Can we get that going in there as well?
That's a good question. You'll have to have a quick peekaroo.
It's right here within 30 feet. We're not within 30 feet, are we?
No, not 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not quite. You're just out of range.
That's fine, but we'll use Fury of the Small.
Which
An
means you
extra
get
7 points of damage.
7 points. Okay, nice. I'll add that right now. how do you want to manifest the fury of the small? Is it just in the insane accuracy of your thrown bottle?
Well, I think it's the fact that the bottle looks like it's just appeared out of nowhere because Tithla's so small. It just has no idea that Tithla snuck up on it.
Yeah, Tree did not see it coming.
And all of a sudden, there's this vial flying through the air at its base.
As the tree explodes into flame, you hear a "No!" from the druid up on the rise, who unfortunately can't counterspell a thrown object. That's all he's got. Anything else in your turn, Tithla, or should we pass over to Lucia?
No, that'll do.
Lucia, mon ami.
All right. Is there only one? Is there only one other blight druid around?
Yeah, it seems like there's only one other blight druid down here. It's almost like Andrew burning. How many spell slots did you burn on your polymorph and fireballs up above and sorcery points? Like, it's almost like burning all of those and drawing huge amounts of attention to the surface has actually burned through a lot of the protection that would have been in this chamber otherwise.
Nice.
It was impressive. Hence Raspip and Gorilfania.
I'm going to go over here. 5, 10, 15,
As you
20.
move towards the cages, Luther, you are close enough to observe inside the cages two very familiar figures. Davian and Elvir cowering at the back of the cages. Davian looking like he is attempting to try and pick the lock using what could only be a feather, looks like a raven's feather. Elvir is currently in the fetal position on the floor, trying to hide from the eyes of the branches around, but the cages do look and appear to be locked.
Okay, can I go? So how many? Actually, I don't remember how much feet I've moved.
You've only moved 10 feet so far, I think, because you were just
So who's the person trying to unlock their lock?
Davian, the father. Elvir is the younger son. I think we said he was about 13, 12.
So which one is he?
Oh, sorry, you can't see their nameplates. I'll quickly change that. You should be able to see their nameplates in a second. Davian's the one to the north.
That's all I need to know anyway. Just need to know which one Davian's in. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I use my bonus action or free action to pass my... This is where it's a bit hard. I don't know where I keep my thieves' tools. I wouldn't actually know where I wouldn't keep them in my bag, but I wouldn't keep them out for everyone to see either. It'd probably be like a secret compartment.
I'm thinking like a coat pocket, inside coat pocket rack, because thieves' tools are normally like a leather pouch containing lockpicks, maybe a small counterbalance, things like that. So it's not going to be thicker than like a wallet, really.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use either my bonus action or free action, whichever one, and I'm going to quickly grab my thieves' tools and throw it to Davian.
Yeah, I'd say bonus action, you reach in, pull out your thieves' tools, chuck it through the bar cages. As Davian sees you and makes eye contact with you, you watch as this enormous relieved smile breaks out across his face. Something you've not seen before on Davian. Really, the whole time you've known him and spoken with him, he's come across as almost like a bit of a dour man. But as he sees you, this massive beaming smile opens up, and as he grabs the thieves' tools, he very quickly begins unlocking the cage, seeming to be quite deft with these tools.
Awesome.
Thank God you've come. I'm going to get Elvir and get out of here, and then I'll come back and help you. I've got to get my son to safety.
No problem at all. But focus on that for now. We've got this sorted, so by all means, come over when you can. But make sure you're both safe first.
Perfect.
So that's 30. How much more movement do I have? 35. No, that's not enough. I'll just stay where I am, and I'm going to use... So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to fire 2 shots at that blight druid.
Nice.
I'm going to take out... Because he's annoying. You're being a bit annoying there, friend, so I'm going to take you out. Alright, cool. Let's do some shots. Alright, I'm going to do this first one. I will... Actually, I don't have any... Just quickly, we didn't have a short rest before this fight because obviously I was away for a while.
Oh, you've had a long rest since...
okay.
Yeah, you've had a long rest.
I've been playing with Yeah, okay. That's why I needed to heal before, because I hadn't actually had half health.
That'll do it.
Okay, that changes a lot of things, Owen.
Yeah.
I had full health. I didn't even need my second win before then.
That's alright. I'm happy to keep that 16 and you can apply it when you need it.
Alright, perfect. Thanks. I'll tick that off then, just in case. All right, that changes so much. I've been playing because I thought I had no superiority die because I was like, maybe Owen just what the character stated.
I used some, but you've had a rest since then, and because I haven't had to use your character sheet for combat, I haven't reset your character sheet with the long rest yet.
No issue. No, that helps me a lot. Cool. I'm gonna attack. Yeah, I'm gonna attack that Blight Druid. But yeah, let's do a one of those shots. So I'm gonna do a sharpshooting shot. So that's 28 to hit. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
So, I didn't even roll. I actually went to... Because I had Bless as well. Anyway, but that's 7 piercing damage plus 10. So 17 piercing damage.
Brilliant.
And then I'm going to fire at him again.
Okay.
This is 21 to hit, goes to 16.
16
Adding a
is...
4 on top of that because of Bless, so 20 to hit.
Definitely hits. Let's have some more damage.
13 piercing plus 10, so 23 damage.
23 damage. Whoa. As these 2 shots echo through the chamber, you watch as the druid stumbles back, blossoming patches of blood emerging through his ragged clothing on his coat. He doesn't fall, but he looks very hurt.
Not down just yet, but that's okay. I'll be with you soon. Don't worry about it.
I die in service to Sergei.
Sergei? Okay. Is that common knowledge? Did we actually know the Blight Druids were serving Sergei?
There was a suspicion. Yeah. I live, I die, I live again.
I live again.
Exactly. Anything else on your turn, Luther?
Yeah, no, that's my bonus action done anyway because I threw the Thief's Tools main action done. Yeah, cool. My turn's done.
Brilliant. Jonor!
Oh, actually, sorry.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry. I want to add just one thing onto that last shot that rung out.
Yeah.
I want to chuck on a superiority die, and I want to do... Sorry, it's my bad. I wanted to add a menacing attack on this.
To give him the frightened condition.
So, 1+ to the damage, which sucks.
Yep.
But, can he please roll a wisdom saving throw, obviously, if he can be frightened?
He will... Yes, he can be frightened, absolutely. 8. I'm guessing that's a fail.
Yeah, so DC 15, so he's frightened now.
Brilliant. As he looks at you in fear, looking down at his chest and seeing the damage you've wrought with just 2 simple clicks of the finger against the barrel of your gun, he looks very terrified of you.
Perfect. Thank you. Turn is done.
Jonor.
Seeing these vines grabbing onto him, he remembers he's got this dagger slid into its sheath by his leg. It was the dagger of the Burgomaster, this like necromantic blade. It's the first time he's ever really needed it. As he puts his hand, flicks the lid of the sheath, puts his hands on it, he feels like an unearing, unhappy warmth or coldness roll through his hands as he grabs it. Yeah, and he takes it, feels it, and looks at the vines grabbing him, and he goes for an attack.
Jonor, make me an attack.
And that'll be...
And this is necrotic damage, I believe. Let me just quickly pull open. Did I copy the dagger across to your character sheet?
Yeah, I gotta do a con save, 12, to not also get the 1d4 of necrotic damage.
That is right. Cool. Just making sure you had it. Alrighty. So, we've got a 10 con save from Jonor. I think the DC is 12, isn't it?
Yeah, didn't need that one.
Jonor, you do deal damage to the tree as you stab into the tree and pull forth against the vines. It does take that 4 necrotic damage. The 4 piercing damage plus the 1d4 necrotic damage. So that is 5 damage. Not quite enough to free you. You do also take 1 necrotic damage from the dagger.
It does not die, does it?
It does
I'm
not.
Still held on.
Does not fully die. Unfortunately,
Okay.
you just need a little bit more damage.
Yes. It's beneath me or is it beside me? Because could I shove it away? It's
wrapped
underneath me,
around
right?
you. Yeah, it's almost like imagine like a spiral up your body, pinning your arms to your sides as much as it can, trying to hold you in position and drag you towards the mouth.
Yeah, okay. Would I use shove if I am restrained?
It's more
Good question.
grappled, so you're currently grappled.
Or grappled.
Unfortunately, I don't think you're able to
Yeah,
shove
kinetic.
your way out of it.
Yep, fair enough.
Unfortunately.
That's all he's going to do.
Jonor, at
That's
the end
it.
of your turn, you are dragged 20 feet towards the mouth of the tree. 5, 10, 15, 20. As you are dragged up in front of Raspip. Again, that look of fear as you lock eyes with Raspip once again, the two of you getting dangerously
Oh, the
close to
language
the mouth.
spot.
Yeah, this isn't the fun part. Jonor, that is your full go, I am guessing?
Yeah, that's it.
The Blight Druid. The Blight Druid is not liking Luthor right now. Luthor has dealt a huge amount of damage to him. He is afraid of Luthor, but he has no other choice but to try and take out Luthor. Luthor, he is going to cast Blight on you, the spell Blight. You must make me a Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, Owen, one thing.
Hello? Yeah,
Radiant damage. So, Celestial Revelation, I'm still in my winged
Yeah.
Aasimar form. It doesn't drop from going down. It's either when I dismiss it or 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, can I chuck on 3 extra radiant damage?
Yes, you can, which is enough to sever the branch. I'll move you back to where you were
Okay.
before.
Cool.
Oh, that is lucky. Jonor, again, it's this moment of seeing the future. As you see yourself make this dagger attack and then be dragged towards the mouth of the beast, you are filled with this, at first, fear, but then your sense of light and hope burns it away in this sudden flash of light. And as you strike forth with the dagger and drag it across, you sever the tree root, freeing yourself.
He's just going
Alrighty.
to flap upwards as well. Go. Oh, no, I'm not going to ask for too much. That's it.
No, that's
Cool.
you can fly up in the air. Absolutely, you still get your movement.
Yep. Half movement, stand up. Other half, go up.
Luthor, that is a 23, which is a pass, which means you're going to take half damage on this, which is just as well, because it looks like I just rolled 38 damage, which is...
Okay.
That's a lot of damage!
So what's that, 19?
19 halved.
So remember how I did that second wind? 16?
Would you like to use it?
May as well, but I will take this full damage still.
Yeah.
So I do have Bless up still, so what's that? I have to roll a Constitution saving throw to try and get a 19 or better?
To try and keep your bless up? Yes.
11, even with a Bless, I don't think it's going to be enough, so I think Bless is down. I kept it up for a bit though, which is good, but I think
Yeah, Bless was up for most of this combat. That's phenomenal. I'll take Bless off the tokens when Roll20 decides to allow me. That is the Blight Druid's full go. He is then going to move... Whoa, what are his options here? He's pretty hurt. After the Blight Druid drops the Blight on you, Luthor, he then begins limping towards the tree. Take me, master! May my blood enrich you! He's going to move the full 30 feet up towards the mouth of the tree and try and throw himself in. He is not able to get close enough, but he does get quite close to the flame sphere, which is not really where he wants to be.
I hate to say this, Owen, I don't know how this works, but did he technically move towards me?
No. Oh, I can move him up if he only so that I could have him move towards the mouth. But no, he wouldn't have moved towards you. He would have moved towards the tree.
If he can move to it pretty easy, no issue then.
Yeah, no, it's just I literally just move him one square up and it's good.
I thought I'd try.
No, he's just moving towards the mouth of the tree. He doesn't want to be anywhere near you. He's realized that his chance of living through this is basically 0. So he's now going to try and use his lifeblood to save his master.
Wow.
Sen, no one is currently trapped in tree roots. Raspip's looking pretty hurt. Jonor's looking pretty hurt. Theo's taken a hit or 2. Luthor's taken a hit or 2. Sen is going to rush over towards the side near to where Davian and Elvia are. And then she is going to throw one of her daggers at the Blight Druid. Seeing the Blight Druid kind of rushing over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to try and throw one of her daggers. Actually, yeah, scratch that. She's going to rush up towards near where you are, Luthor, and try and throw one of her daggers to kill the Blight Druid before he can sacrifice himself for the tree. That is going to be a 21. That's going to hit. Oh, it's so close. As the dagger strikes into the Blight Druid's heart, You watch as Sen's like ready to watch him drop, and then when the Blight Druid keeps walking, she sort of looks down at the dagger and goes, "What? Is it not working properly? I don't understand." That is her full go. Styx. Styx is going to look at the tree and look at all of you guys getting closer and closer to the tree. He's going to turn around and go, "Should I keep killing it? Just keep fighting?"
Yep, kill it. Kill it as fast as you can, please. Do it. Stab.
Okay. Styx is going to make an attack, and Styx is going to drop a... actually, who's looking the most hurt? Nah, never mind. Styx is gonna drop some divine fucking smites on this bad boy. Let's fucking go. That is going to be a 21 for the first attack, and a +2. All right, while that's doing, I'll roll the damage. 16 for the second. No bless, but +1 from the channel divinity, so that's 17. So that hits. 7 and 3, and Styx is going to burn through 2 spell slots, a second level spell slot to deal an extra 3d8 radiant damage. Styx is going to absolutely go for this. So that is going to be 10 plus 11, 21 points of radiant damage plus 2 for that last one, so 23 points of radiant damage as Styx just slams the blade down, burning through the trunk of the tree. What would Styx say that sounds really cool in that moment? All right. Raspip, it's your turn.
All right. Raspip is going to pretty much just chill where he is.
Okay.
He hasn't got any spell slots left, but he has got a couple of sorcery points.
Oh.
Raspip is going to use Toll the Dead as a twin spell on both the big ass creature as well as
Druid.
as well as the Druid. So
Con
they're
saves
both
for
within
both.
60 feet for it. Yes, please.
Yep. Natural 1 for the Druid. Let's
Excellent.
go for the Gulthias Tree. 14. That's under your DC, I'm pretty sure. 15's your DC, right?
No, save DC 14.
14, bugger. Alright, so the tree does save,
it's
but the Druid fails.
Yeah, tree doesn't take any damage, but the Druid does.
How much
The
damage?
Druid takes 17 points.
How do you want to do this? You needed 2 points. How does this work? What does the Toll the Dead look like for Raspip?
It's just basically the Blight Druid just gets this ringing in his ear, but instead of bells...
Shouldn't have stolen my stuff.
It's literally Raspip doing exactly that.
You just hear, thief, 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 echoing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty
You
much.
watch the Druid like grabs his head in agony, writhing around, letting out this soundless scream as blood begins to bubble up through his lips, and he drops lifeless to the ground, dead.
Beautiful.
Even though they are, I love that you've gone full genocide on this entire group of druids because they touched your shit.
No,
They took my
because he
stuff.
thinks
Don't
they
touch
did.
my stuff, man.
They didn't. He just
Don't
thinks
do
they
it.
He
did.
thinks they did, yeah.
It was the fact that they thought about it. That's enough.
The intent to commit the crime was the problem here. Anything else on your turn,
Yeah.
Raspip?
Raspip is going to use his remaining 3 sorcery spell slot points to make a second level spell back as his bonus
Nice.
action.
Very nice. Theo, I hand over to you.
Cool. I'll then use my bonus action to ram that spear up this tree's ass.
Yes.
Up the ass. Which will do the 2d6 fire damage. Pretty pathetic, but okay.
5 damage. That is not bad. I can see Chatter worried that Styx isn't adding his dex and strength. No, he is. It's just he's only got a +1 in each. Raph has spec'd Styx with what I can only be described as a almost no positives build, where he has like +1.
No redeeming qualities build.
I'm a commoner build where his stats are just like, and we use point buy but he's somehow ended up with like +1, +1, +2, +2, +1, +2 as his stats, and none of them are in martial stuff. What was that? Sorry.
Is that even possible?
It is when you're Raph and you use the Gloomforged ability to just get yourself the averagest flat scores you can. I'm equally shit at everything. 5 points of fire damage. Theo, I think it's time, mate. Let's end this. I want to see some bites. I want to see some claws. Let's tear this thing a new asshole.
Alright, well, I ram that sphere up its arse, just scorching more of that out of the way. Theo's just got to spring off that table and just go metal claws first. Like,
Pull the heart aside and then like that, right?
But,
yeah, like that. Thank you very much. We've broken Tom again.
We'll go the claws first.
Let's see it. Come on. Natural 20 time. I'm ready for a natural 20.
It's like 3 natural 20s this session.
I was going to say, we've not had many natural 20s. That was a good one. So
I've got like 3 this session.
This is. I want you to remember when you have really bad rolls in a future session and you start bitching and moaning about it. I want you to remember tonight. Remember how good you had it.
Actually, it was last session, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think I rolled over 6 last session.
Alrighty, so that is going to be 13 damage plus an additional 12 for a total of 25 damage. Christ, and let's have the bite. I'm so ready. Let's have another natural 20. Let's just keep them coming. It's not. It is. It's another natural 20.
Wow. Holy shit.
If I keep saying things, are they going to keep coming true? I win the lottery.
Let's fucking go.
Jacob's rash gets smaller. Holy shit, that's some incredible natural 20s. Wow. Okay, so that's going to be 7 piercing damage plus an additional 12 again. Yep. No, plus an additional 8 because it's only 1d8 plus an additional 8.
That claw actually has and you added extra damage to that for the metal claws.
Yes.
I think it was an extra d6.
I believe so. Was it actually 6 or extra d4? Can't remember.
I think it was 6.
Could be d6. I think it is a d6 because they were like mastercrafted claw editions for your Druid. Theo, let's see it. I'm ready. This could be the moment.
There's one.
Hello, Jacob.
Yeah.
Would you like to infuse that strike?
My
man.
Yes, please. With fire damage.
Well, naturally. So, how does the crit interact with the infusion? Because it's infusing the attack. Well, and because Haz gets to roll the 1d6.
I would argue that it exists similar to a smite. It is an additional damage associated with the original hit. I would treat it as if it was a smite, in which case it is also a maximum dice. So if you could please roll a d6 and we will add that to 6.
Is the claws also maximum d6?
No, technically not, because that's not quite. Yes, Jacob, what's up?
5.
Roll a 5.
5 plus 6 is 11.
Plus 11, baby.
Theo.
Fire. So the whole attack becomes fire now.
Theo. Oh, the whole attack becomes fire.
Doesn't it? It's infused right.
I think it's just your addition that's fire.
Just on the claws.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that whole claw.
It doesn't matter. I just need to know how much of an overkill this is, because if the whole attack is fire, if that entire crit is fire,
when another creature within 30 feet of the Drake that it can see hits a target with a weapon attack, the Drake infuses the strike with its essence, causing the target to take an extra 1d6 damage of the type determined by.
So it doesn't change the attack type of the original, but that's okay. That's okay. Theo, how would you like to do this?
So I've dropped down from biting on the branch. The flaming sphere is still there ahead of it. Sprinting forward, Draco infuses my claws. I dive forward through the flaming sphere into the gouge the shadows.
It's like almost like 2 bulbous sections of bark emerging from the center. And you have to like use your claws to pull them aside and rip your way in.
Tear them apart and sink my teeth straight into the heart of this tree and just tear it out and turn around this bloody, massive tree heart just dripping in my jaws.
Theo, as you tear the heart out and almost like crush it between your jaws, you watch as the flame from Dracob's sudden sort of like burst of fire that Dracob like spits towards you and to infuse your claws. You watch as it begins to burn up the length of the tree. Slowly but surely, the white, this bone-white bark begins to scorch and smolder as the very core catches alight, this Icarus red blood, almost fuel for the fire. As it burns from within, you watch as the entire tree explodes into flame. Dark ash begins to pour forth, running almost like sand from inside it as the roots begin to crack and break, flames licking the surface of the ceiling, burning down the sides of the walls as the entire cavern begins to rumble and shake. And that is where we're going to wrap up our session for tonight.
Nice.
With you guys all out of initiative, and the Gulthias Tree not only taking more than half its hit points in fire damage, also the final strike including fire damage. Very, very nice. Yeah, very, very nicely done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been an epic session. It has been wonderful having Jared back with us as well, and once again having our guest star Andrew as the gnome psychopath Raspip. We will be back on Wednesday night for our Return of the Giants campaign, which you will also see the lovely Jared rejoining us for. We are very, very excited. It's been
looking forward to it.
Oh, you go.
No, it should be fun. Looking forward to it. And tonight was great. Good to be back.
You're coming back at a great time. You guys are currently facing off against the Bahir in Blindenstone, a massive draconic monstrosity that has taken over the gnome stronghold. So you're coming in for an epic fight on Wednesday as well. We've had 2 epic fights back to back. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. If you have been joining us on YouTube, or if you've been listening to the podcast, amazing. Thank you so much. Those of you who are listening on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button or the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you leave a comment, tell us your favorite moment from tonight's session. That would be awesome. Or if you've faced off against a Gulthias Tree, I know they're used in a couple of other modules. Let me know. How did your DM handle the Gulthias Tree? I've used a homebrew version of the monster that I've created tonight because it doesn't have like a set stat block on D&D. I will upload that stat block to D&D Beyond a little bit later on and make it public so you guys can check it out as well if you wanted to use it. If you're watching us on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We're going to go and raid one of our lovely friends of the stream. And if we have a quick peekaroo and see who's on, let's have a look. Zach Speaks Giant, we're pretty happy to come and check out how they're doing. Who else have we got streaming D&D? I want to sort of find D&D if we can. Looks like we've got a group who are literally just wrapping up. Oh, we've got a group here who looks like they're doing Shadow of Vecna. That'll be fun. Let's go raid them. Looks like a much smaller group, so let's go and raid them. That'll be really cool. I'll load up that raid. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again next time. But until then, farewell, everybody. Goodbye!
Bye!
See you guys.
See ya!
Bye.